the Ginger Ninja Griddler. So today I am making a cheesesteak. And no, it's not a Philly cheesesteak. Now, I don't want to take away from Philadelphia, but I'm going to make my own, and it's going to have a bit of a Canadian twist to it. Just a bit. So, I've got my steak here, ginormous steaks, and I'm going to throw them in the freezer for about 30 to 40 minutes, which is going to make them so much easier to slice thinly. And then, once I get those out, I'll come back and tell you everything I have here. I strongly believe food should bring us together, not tear us apart. So that's why I'm making my Canadian cheesesteak. So my steak's in the freezer now, so I'm going to show you what I've got. So I've got some Canadian cheese curds. Now I've got two types of maple syrup here. Now this one, my friends actually made, and it came from a tree in their backyard. And it's so close to home, it's gonna be delicious. Now I've got some gravy poutine sauce here. I've got some butter. I've got some soft and chewy buns. I've got some russet potatoes. I've got some provolone cheese. I've got some garlic. I've got some onion. I've got some salt, and I've got some pepper, and I've got some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. I don't even know how to pronounce it. So, as you can see, I've got a bit of cutting to do here, so I'm going to get on to that. But once I'm finished cutting, I'll get back to you. I'm sure many of you will comment on how wrong my cheesesteak is. But to you, I say, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Take it easy. I'm just a sandwich. So, you might be wondering why I have potatoes. I'm not going to put them on my cheesesteak, am I? No. So, us Canadians here, we love our poutine. So, on the side of my cheesesteak, I'm going to make a cheesesteak poutine as well. So, I'm just getting all these potatoes cut up here, and once I'm done cutting these up, I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've got all my potatoes cut up. They're in some water here. So now I'm just getting my onions cut up here. Now it might seem like a lot of onions, but once we get them on the grill and caramelized, they're gonna shrink down. Don't worry, I'm just crying because I'm cutting the onions. Now, you might be wondering, why even fry the cheesesteak? Well, think of it this way. The normal pizza used to be always pizza sauce, cheese, and pepperoni. But today, I don't even have pizza sauce or pepperoni on my pizza. I like Alfredo sauce instead of tomato sauce. I like olives and ham. Now, I wouldn't get to have that. So, I like my Canadian cheesesteak. So, I'm cutting this all up. Once we finish cutting this up, I'll get back to you. Okay, so I just got all my onions cut up here. Now I've just got some butter here. I melted it just a little bit. So now I've got some garlic here. And I'm going to put this directly into my butter. Got one more here. Okay, give that a little mix. Now, my potatoes are the ones that are gonna take the longest, so I'm actually gonna go bring those outside and get them started. And this, I'm just gonna cut my buns in half and I'm gonna smear this on both sides. So, I'm gonna go get these outside. Okay, so my garlic butter is ready here. So I'm just gonna smear this all over my buns here. I just got them cut in half. And then, once I get this all done, I'm going to get my steak out of the freezer and I'm gonna start cutting it. So, I'll get this all buttered, I'll get my steak cut, and then I'll bring this all outside and start griddling. Okay, so I just got my ribeye out of the freezer and I'm slicing it super thin now, like this. My potatoes are already on the grill, so next time you see me, I'll be outside grilling. Okay, so these are ready now. Look at this. Golden, crispy on the outside, chewy, gooey, and softness on the inside. So, I'm just gonna move these over the side here. And I'm going to get my gravy here. It's already made. I just need it to heat up like that. Okay, so now that I've got this big empty space here, I'm gonna plop down my leftover butter. And I'm gonna pour on all of my onions, and then I'll let these cook up for a bit, and then I'll get on to my meat. Okay, so these are caramelizing up nicely. We've got our heat on medium. I think now I'm just going to plop on my meat. And I'm going to get this all mixed up. And then I'm just going to leave it for a little bit. And then I think this will be ready. So we got it all spread out. I'm going to put some salt on. Some pepper on. And a little bit of my Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so now I'm just going to let this sit for a bit and then I'll get back to it. I think it's time for our Canadian twist now. So, I've got my maple syrup here, Canadian maple syrup, and I'm just going to put this all on. Now I've got my cheese curds. And now I'm just going to keep mixing this and keep mixing this. My cheese curds are already melting into clouds of ooey gooey goodness. So I'm just separating this into 3 groups, 2 for my cheesesteak and 1 for my poutine. Okay, so now I've got my provolone cheese on my buns here to heat up. Okay, so now I'm going to make my poutines while I'm just letting this melt for another second. I'll put some fries on just like that. Now I'm going to get on some curds. Cheese curds. Now I'm going to get on some of my meat. And a couple scoops of my gravy. Just like that. So I'll make the other one here in just a second. So now I'm going to take my bottom buns off. Unfortunately, my buns broke, but that's okay. So I'm going to take my two bottoms and put them here. I'm going to get my meat on them. Just like this. The cheese is melting, yummy. And now I'm going to get the tops on them. So I'll get the rest of this dealt with, and then I'll see you inside to taste them. Okay, so this is my Canadian cheesesteak. Now, you can make a cheesesteak any way you want to make one. Now, before I try this, remember to check out blackstoneproducts.com or change.org and sign the petition and free the cheesesteak. Well, let's eat. Delicious! And remember, if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. Bye! Okay guys, I freed the cheesesteak and I'm super full. Till next time, bye!